These are the dark holes I fell into this week. What do we got? Oh my God, let's just acknowledge what's going on right off the top. I'm not where I normally am, guys. We're doing a road record, and so I'm my own producer today. So I got to do everything on my end. So it might sound a little different. It looks a little different, but whatever. We're getting it done. You guys, we're not missing a week on the pod. So Amouranth got robbed at gunpoint. I don't know if you guys saw any of this. So the she's like the titty streamer on Twitch. People broke into her house trying to steal her crypto, of all things. It's not even there, guys. Some lady is stuck being a virgin. Kind of seems kind of by choice, but it's strange. And a man met a woman on a dating website and got her to poop on him. That's our write-in for this week. All today on Dark Holes. All right, guys. Amouranth got robbed at gunpoint. Let's get right into this news article here. Oh, my mouse is being weird. Why is it doing this? Okay. All right, we're getting into it. Houston crime. Amouranth's home targeted in home invasion. You didn't have to say home twice in the title there. Okay, so I'll give you guys a quick breakdown of what I know so far, because I did my research. Okay, let's start with who Amouranth is. If you guys don't know who Amouranth is, wait, let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, yeah, we are recording audio. If you don't know who Amouranth is like the titty streamer on Twitch. So she is doing the hot tub streams, the licking the ears, anything that's like the closest you can get to kind of doing something that would be basically porn but not porn on Twitch. She's all over it. Dude. Yeah, and she kills it at it. She rakes in a ton of money. I saw something once where she was talking about how she had never, when she started on Twitch, she couldn't afford to put gas in her car. And now she owns 2 gas stations. This is years ago, so who knows how much she's making now. But at the time, she said that she was making something like $100K on Twitch, $100K on Instagram, and 1.5 million on OnlyFans a month. So she's raking in the cash. And that was years ago I saw those statistics. So I can only assume that it's gone up from there. And that's only she has investments and all this stuff, which is what these people were coming for. So if we get into this here, let's see it. Amouranth home targeted in home invasion. What we know, officials say that they were called to a neighborhood in northwest Houston in reference to an aggravated assault and robbery. Authorities said the victim, 31-year-old Caitlin Siragusa, that's her real name, Caitlin Siragusa, says she was asleep at her home when 3 unknown men entered the home. So these dudes broke into her home, and she was tweeting this as this happened as well. So she's in her house, she tweets, she goes, "I'm being robbed at gunpoint," and then she tweets again, "This is not a prank." And it's like, the weird part is I'm being robbed at gunpoint has 6.6 thousand likes on the tweet. Who's liking this? They're like, sick, dude. Wild. So they broke into her place. They bashed in her door. They shot in her door. Then they started pistol whipping her. Strange approach. Here's my thing. If you break into someone's house and you go, "Hey, we're gonna rob you. We want your money," I feel like you don't harm them. You scare them. You get them spooked. You go the spook tactic. You pull the gun on them. You go, we're going to get your cash, blah, 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 blah. But if you get in, you steal cash, and then you get out without causing any sort of bodily harm to the person, they might be like, "Hey, they fucking took my shit. They freaked me out. I need to get better defenses in my home, but I'm going to let them go." You pistol whip me? It's personal now. Now it's like, no, I want to harm you back. I care probably less about the money that you potentially got away with, and I care more about having the same equal, not even same, much more severe physical harm happen to you. If I'm robbing, I don't think I'm ever going to be in this situation, but if I'm robbing a person, we're just doing like, hey, I'm going to be, I'll do good cop, we'll do good cop, bad cop. That's how we're going to approach it. One guy kind of goes like, hey, come on. No, I'll be like, come on, just give us a little money. The other guy gets it. I will fucking kill you. And I go, whoa, we don't got to kill him. Listen, we don't want to kill you. We just want a little bit of cash. We want a little cash. We'll get out of here. And then we get a little bit of money out of them. So these guys broke in. They pistol whipped her a bunch. They bashed in her door, and they wanted her crypto. They kept asking her for they want to do a crypto transfer. Smart, but not smart. I understand the want to get the crypto because you're like, okay, well, it's an untraceable money transfer or whatever. I don't need to worry about anything. Like when she sends us the money, we're out of here. As long as they can't physically track us down, they can't track the cash, and it's probably the biggest payday we can get away with. And like, kind of clever. But also, like, you're typing in a crypto password, you're typing in like crypto codes and all these things. Like, to do a crypto transfer, the one digit is wrong in like the code you're typing in, and it goes to the wrong place. This very easily could have gotten messed up. I don't think it's the smartest thing, but whatever. They pistol whip her a bunch, and then there's a video of her. She's running to like another room. I think she's leading. She's like, "Hey, come in here. This is where my all my crypto info is, and then we'll get that settled." So she runs into this other part of her like massive mansion house that she has in Houston. Her husband's in the room with a gun and starts blasting them. Blast these dudes. Like, see, and it says 3 gunmen. He screams, I got shot after. I'm not supposed to post the scene itself, nor the casing, which are now evidence. They beat me before this video and pistol whipped me. The pummeling felt like it would never end, and I protected my head and arms. My head with my arms. I think she said like I learned boxing. Putting my arms up like I learned how to do in boxing. Blood was streaming down my head and my hands where they beat me down. They brought duct tape and masks, and they were armed with handguns. It is pretty wild. We'll get Paco. Put the footage up here. These guys chasing her into her place, dude. Who would have thought that's who you target now? I guess anyone rich is someone you're like, we can get them, but like that when you start putting your honkers on the internet, you start shaking the bazungas out there for a few bucks, and you never thought that one day, hey, I would be the target of someone to break into my home and try to steal my fortune. Who knew that you could shake honkos so good that now people come to steal your dragon gold? That's it. I mean, that is a new level of accomplishment that in the honko chase shaking industry. The victim reported suspect demanded access to her cryptocurrency accounts, but were unable to access it. The victim also reported that she was pistol whipped more than one time. Pistol whipped is crazy. Also during the incident, the victim reported that she led the suspects to an area where her husband was, knowing her husband had a weapon. Officials say her husband fired the weapon, and they believe they may have struck one of the suspects. The suspects then fled the scene, and the victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The Houston Police Department Robbery Division is investigating the incident. So all these 3 dudes were able to slip away. But with the amount of cameras and stuff on property, they might be able to nab one of these dudes. But it seemed like they did clip one of them. See, that's the thing. You pistol whip someone's wife, they're going to blast you, dude. They're going to blast you. If it was like you're probably blasting them anyways. You're breaking in the place. You're getting blasted for sure. But now it's like, I'm shooting to kill. Like if I'm thinking about the scenario, someone pistol whips my wife, then they run off, or I see them, and they're like, she leads them to a place, and I got a gun on them. I might be like, hey, get the fuck out of here. No, I'm probably, because they got guns too. I'm blasting right away. But then if I blast you, you fall on the ground, I might finish you. I might give you the old like 2 in the back, because you hurt my wife, dude. I gotta blast you to the ground, man. So now I can only assume that around Amouranth's property, there's going to be armed guards at all times of the day. Crypto fortune, strange one to go for, guys. Strange one to go for. But that's what we got off the top here at Dark Holes with Che Durena, guys. Welcome to this road version of it. I hope you guys appreciate that. We're still keeping the pod going no matter what. There's nothing that's going to keep me off of doing this pod. It is my pride and joy. I really enjoy making this bad boy. Guys, remember, if you want to get the Gas Digital exclusive episode, use offer code Che at Gas Digital, and then you can get our extra episode. This week, we have a serial urinator. So it's a lady who was caught pissing on a bunch of food in a grocery store, and turns out she's been pissing on shit for years. Hey, some people like weird stuff. We got a Chinese influencer who made $41,000 laying in bed and then caused outrage. We also have a write-in about eating ass to survive COVID. Could that possibly work? There is like an element of eating ass to strengthen your immune system, but we'll save that for the Gas Digital exclusive episode. Follow me, you fucking idiots. Of course, guys. If you guys aren't following the podcast, hit follow the podcast. Like just that simple action of following the pod and adding it to your library of podcasts that you like to listen to helps me out a ton. We got our 5-star review of the week. Guys, remember, if you want your 5-star review read out on the podcast, you can go to Apple Music or Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star review. If you listen on Spotify and you don't listen on Apple, you can go over to the comment section on Spotify, and I'll count that as a review because I don't think they let you write out a review on Spotify. So this one came from Hishajid. This person clearly just cranked out a bunch of shit just to leave this review, which is really nice, actually. That's you didn't have the account to leave the review and you just threw some shit in there. Love it. They left a 5-star review called Father of the Year. This podcast is awesome. My 5-year-old and 3-year-old kids love it as well. That's awesome, man. It's good to get your kids exposed to the Dark Holes podcast at an early age. I really think that's important. We want to form the minds of the young kids that are starting to flock around the playground. Like, I want them to have Che Durena ideals, Che Durena opinions. They should really start to think and act in the way that I do and have my same. They should know a lot about how to get diarrhea in public, how they should be able to use the poop, as we talked about in the last episode, the poop system to not poop yourself. Like if a kid poops himself on the playground, they're like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but you need to, what was it again? You need to, preparation, be orderly, and know what your options are. They're like, hey, and then you won't poop yourself. They need to have a dissective knowledge of shitting in public. That's what the kids today really need. All right, guys. Of course, where's the 5-5 challenge? So I got back on caffeine. I got to get off caffeine again. Caffeine is it's good when it's good. I can't have caffeine every day. No, I think I need to get back on like only drinking caffeine on maybe pod days, maybe one other day, like a weekend treat or something like that. I think that would be best because right now I'm back on drinking caffeine every day and I feel like shit. All right. It's not good every day. It's good some days. It's the no porn. I'm back on no porn. Back on actually I think I ate gluten a couple days ago. I did. I ate some ramen. I do fucking love ramen. So I ate some ramen. Oh, and what else is going on with me? I should bring this up. Well, the other 5-5 stuff is doing pretty well. The gym's doing pretty well. I only went to the gym 3 times last week, but it's just because I had a fucking crazy week. I was traveling all over the place, but I got in 3 really fucking good workouts. My body was fucking destroyed after 3 days. I could have gone the 4th day on the Thursday. I had to fly out on the Friday. But the Thursday I was like so beat up. I was like, I can't go to the gym. My body is so beat up right now. But Friday I flew out to St. Augustine, Florida. And that's because on Saturday I was commentating on the Florida Man Games. I don't know if you guys saw anything. That it was the 2nd annual Florida Man Games, which is basically like a trashy Olympics is the best way I could describe it. They had games like lawnmower racing. They had this human beer pong where you would like wear this like one of those inflatable ball suits and then like run into another person, try to knock them over, and then jump into a little kiddie pool to make them drink a drink. What was another one? there was evading the police where you had to like sprint through this obstacle course and then steal a Cadillac converter and then run back. And so I did like post-game sort of interviews, like interviewing each one of these people after they competed in one of these games. Spoilers. I don't know if you guys are gonna. I don't even know if there's like a video to watch of it. There must be some sort of highlight thing because they had a whole. It was quite a big spectacle. There was like it was at this huge like stadium, not stadium, but this like arena, I guess. It looked like somewhere where you do like motocross or something like that. And they had tons of people there. There was all these food vendors, all these like other types of vendors. There was a whole like audio video booth and all these people with like different cameras and shit going on. It was quite an impressive spectacle, and I was really happy to be a part of it. I wore my Buc-ee's t-shirt to show my American pride. Of course, I am Canadian, but that was my role. I was the foreign language correspondent for that one because, of course, I know I was the only foreign person they could bring in, but I was the best foreign talent they could bring in. All right, guys. Marvel Rivals. Me and Cam, we kind of like, we just streamed earlier today before I recorded the pod, and we lost 7 games in a row. Most brutal slide we've ever had. I slid out of Diamond 3 into Plat 1, and then I think lost a couple more in Plat 1. It was like a brutal slide. Well, it was the kind of slide where I was like, I don't know if I like playing this game right now. I don't know if I want to keep playing. I was like, it was the kind of slide that made me want to uninstall. Someone told me to uninstall too. I played some of the worst games I've ever played. I think I went 1-11 in one match. It was fucking bad, dude. It was bad. But I wanted to like uninstall and download Monster Hunter Wilds. That new Monster. I played Monster Hunter Worlds. I like that. Monster Hunter Wilds looks fun. I could get into Monster Hunter. It's basically just boss battles, the game. I like boss battles a lot. One of my favorite parts of video games. And so I very much considered just chucking it all, like throwing my laptop into the street. I would love to like actually throw it at I think I would need to throw it at a stranger and then get into a physical altercation with that stranger. I need to either hit or be hit or both. I would be fine with a draw where we just kind of both smack each other around a little bit. But I need to expel rage through physical violence, whether it's me on the receiving end or a stranger on the receiving end. I think that would be the only way I could actually recover from what just happened to me. It was pretty brutal. Guys. All right, well, let's get to tour dates. By the time you're listening to this, I will be in Lexington, Kentucky. We'll just be coming off of the Nashville shows. Then I'm in Dayton, Ohio right after them. I got a couple weeks off. About 2 weeks off. Then I'm in San Jose, California. Then I'm in Brea, California, Salt Lake City. And then our big run of Canadian shows starts. I have Red Deer, Edmonton, Calgary, Saskatoon, Lethbridge, Victoria, Vancouver, St. John's, Halifax, London, and Ottawa. All like I'm from, from Salt Lake City until, because I'm going to leave. So from California, which is March 26th until April 19th, almost an entire month, I won't be home. I'm going to be on the road. So you might get a couple more of these where we're going to be doing it a different style. All right. Because I was like, what am I going to just not record podcasts? Get out of town, dude. Oh man, I am feeling drained right now, but I'm sure this weekend of shows will make me feel good. There's one coming up this weekend that I'm really excited for. I think that'll reinvigorate me. But then also right after that, once we're back in April, then I'll have a couple weeks off, and then we got Atlanta May 2nd and 3rd, Houston May 28th, Dallas, Texas May 29th to 31st, and then Appleton, Wisconsin September 5th to 6th. I know I've told you guys La Jolla is also in October, but we still don't have the ticket link for that. That will come when it comes. All right, don't be too worried about that. All tickets you can get at CheDurena.com. All right, SUPERVIRGIN, guys. For some reason, my mouse is being so strange. So we're gonna give this one a listen first. Paco, you can leave this all in. The Paco's the editor. I want you to sync the video on screen with the audio that I'm listening to. Just you can make that. I know you can do it. Okay, hold on. What the fuck? Why is my mouse being fucking weird, dude? I can't see it. There we go.
Now, I'm in my late 30s and I've never been physically intimate. I've never so much as had a proper kiss. And if you've been following me for a while, you might already know this about me. But I want to talk about it today because I want to talk about the reactions I get when I tell people. I love telling people this fact about myself because the reactions are always, always funny. And usually one of three things will happen. The first is the people that are just genuinely, wholesomely shocked and curious. These are the people that are fun to talk to because they're not judging in any way. They're just curious. And it's fun. The second reaction that I tend to get is people that are almost offended by it. They're like, oh, how could you? I could never. Oh my God. It's so bizarre, the reaction, but it's funny to watch. And then the third reaction, which might actually be my favorite, is the people that just go full on blank stare and look at you as if you've morphed into a space alien. It's just this whole me not having done these things, it's not computing. It is not processing. They are not grasping what is going on right now.
Okay, so this lady is Sarah. Sarah is a lifelong virgin, super virgin, as I've been calling her. I'm a little surprised because she's not the most attractive person. She's not you're not going to bolt towards her to lay it down. But I've seen people in much worse condition than her be in happy, long-lasting relationships. And she also seems like a quite personable person. As she's talking, she's breaking this down. She doesn't seem great. I mean, it's only 1 minute exposure to Sarah, so who knows how nuts she is. Maybe there's some weird stuff going on physically. Maybe she's got a strange burn or something like that, or a large growth that she's quite insecure about. These all could be possibilities. A fungus, a rash, something contagious. So there could be a lot of weird things on her body that we know nothing about. But all that being said, she seemed normal enough. The no intimacy is what's wild. No, never been kissed. 39. Usually people get a peck or two in there, in their, you maybe pay for it. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you think she would have at least to experience that sort of baseline human interaction, maybe she would have chucked some cash out for it. Dudes would chuck some cash out. Dudes are chucking out cash for it. 100%. There was that viral video a little while ago of some Asian guy in a grocery store, and someone asked him his body count. And he's like, what was the body count? How many people he slept with? And he's like, 200 or something. And they're like, yeah, I would go here and I would sleep with these hookers. And he's like, how many that you didn't pay for? And he's like, less than 20. And he's like, yeah, no, I only bang. It's like, I'm just smashing hookers. But that's him. That's what he's like. He's accepted his fate. He understands who he is. And he's like, yeah, I need to kind of shell out a little bit of cash if I'm going to be, if I'm going to be getting my dick wet. You think she would have shelled out a few bucks just to know what it's like to get dug out, I don't think that's a bad idea to throw a little bit of cash at a problem like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But I think it's worth paying for. At least the peck, the kiss is such normal human interaction. It's like if you met someone, they're like, I've never eaten spaghetti. You'd be like, what? You've never eaten spaghetti? What the fuck are you talking about? You've never eaten spaghetti. It's it's a base part of our existence. You just kind of go out and do it. I think, and with her getting so viral with this stuff, this story was all over the place. You think someone would be like, I'll do it. She said in another video, she's just not attracted to anyone. She hasn't had an interest in anyone in 9 years. So maybe it is that whole asexual thing. So it's I'm trying to put my mind onto her, but she's truly at a Zen position where she doesn't need to be bothered by any dick or puss. Which seems like it would be pretty nice. It's like that dude. I don't know if you guys remember that guy who was a monk who he was an orphan that was like taken up to a monastery when he's like an infant. And so before he even had like cognitive thought, he was already living in like a monastery that was dudes only. And he died without ever seeing a woman, which is probably like, I was like, what was it like? Like, was he just gay then? Because then it's like he's probably still had the feeling of horny, but then only had dudes to express it on. Or if you're not like, if maybe he just had nothing. He was just chilling. And then he just had, the life was just chill. And he's like, yeah, I don't have anything. Like, if you've never had the exposure to chicks, it's like, what do you even do? What's life like? What's the point of like building stuff or going to the gym or like wearing a coat? Like, if there's no chicks ever, it's like, do I even put on pants? What, like, do we invent pants? I don't think so. I think we fucking like eat handfuls of berries and nuts. What's even the point of getting in a fight, dude? Like, most, like, if you go to like animal conflict, it's usually always over pussy. Like, when conflict begins, it's like two animals scrapping over pussy. You take pussy out of the equation and they just kind of go like, I don't know, there's enough fish to go around, my guy. Let's just chill. Let's just hang the fuck out. I don't know. There's no reason to get worked up. And I think, I wonder if her lady friends ever tried to come together to like push her to get some dick, if they tried to like hoist a blind date on her or something. Because I think that's something that guys would do. If the dudes had a buddy who had never ever gotten any pussy, they would probably be like, how do we fix this problem? You would do like a heterosexual a queer eye. I think that would be the best approach. Okay, I think we gotta, because you'd have to bring in like sort of a crack team of dudes to help. Like, if you have a 39-year-old virgin dude, you get like it wouldn't be like Queer Eye, it would be like Hetero Fist. That's the name of the show. And you have like one dude who would be like your I guess talking guy. You have talking bro. There you have different bros you work with. Talking bro is like, okay, we're going to just teach you the basics. Because even though this guy probably just wants to clap cheeks, that can't be your focus. We need to get someone to really like you and you to like kind of lock down some long-term pussy. Because you got to actually catch up to the rest of us and try to smash it out the best you can. So we're not going to be like, hey, you got to go out there and like neg this girl. It's like, no. Like, those can't be the tactics you use. You need to use like your basic down to earth, just like, I'm going to expose myself to this lady and I'm going to be like as normal as possible and kind of like as interesting as I possibly can be. I'm a 39-year-old virgin, so there's obviously stuff that needs to be worked up from and I need her to like me for who I am. We're not getting too clever with the approach on the pussy here. So yeah, you have like a talking bro, and then I guess you would have like a tactics bro. You would have one dude who's like, okay, where are you gonna find these chicks? Like, let's say this dude is like huge into like Warhammer and likes to paint the figurines and shit, but doesn't look like what's his name? Not Army Hammer, Henry Cavill. So like Henry Cavill, of course, he's a big nerd with the what the fuck is that shit called again? Warhammer. He loves Warhammer 40K. And like building PCs and shit. And I did see a chick one time talk about how she thought that was hot. She's like, oh, when he's talking about that, she was like breaking down like why it's hot that he's like, oh, his interest, it's so interesting. Like, I love, like, when he's talking about that, I might as well be pregnant. And I'm like, I think it's the same flip that happens to dudes. I remember one time I was like, man, I love hot chicks with tattoos. And my buddy went, no, you just like hot chicks. It's the meme when it's like, hey, Susie, you look cute today. And he's like, hi, Susie. And it's like, call human services. It's like, the girls like to hear Henry Cavill talk about building a PC because he's a gigantic, jacked, attractive man. That's it. Yeah, we know that's but that is both ways on that. That is dudes. I will listen to a girl tell me about the whatever. Do you know how many stories about dreams I've listened to? Do you know how many stories a girl has told me about, like, and the like, at least if you're getting a story about something that like really happened, there's like, oh my God, what happened to this person? It's like gossip or something. Or if the story about something they know how to do, or like, I don't know, like a makeup tutorial, it's like, I'm at least taking in knowledge that I can like regurgitate back into life, into a conversation. When someone's telling you about a dream, it's like, I can't do fuck all with this. I'm going to listen to a 15-minute story about a dream because I like this girl or because she's super hot or whatever. And I can't do nothing with that knowledge. I can't do I'm just because I'm like, I care so much about this person, or because I'm like, fucking, I'm really trying to smash. Because I'm really trying to smash right now. So I got to listen to this dream story. Whew, this one might be a long one. You go, oh. And you can't even be like, because like if someone's telling you about something someone really did, like, and then they got in a fight and they scream and they drove away and they crashed their car and it's like, oh my God, were they drunk? And it's like, and then in my dream, it's like, and then my grandpa sold my toys, and you're like, okay, just keep telling me about the dream because I can't ask. There's no point in me asking why the fuck he did that because it's a fucking dream, dude. But anyways, that's it. Well, both men and oh shit, hit the mic a little bit there. We don't want any wobbly mics. Men and women are both guilty of this. Let's just make sure that we're still recording audio. If we're not recording audio, I'm gonna fucking blow my head off. No, we are still recording audio. Yeah, my point was that men and women are guilty of this. But what was I talking about before? Where were we? Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you would have like fucking... So yeah, you would have like your talking bro, then your targeting bro, who's like, okay, you like Warhammer 40k. Let's find you another chick who likes Warhammer 40k, and the two of you can bond over this and sort of like build this like, yeah, we're both nerds together, and you do your nerd stuff and you'll paint your figurines together and you can play Warhammer together and debate Warhammer and read Warhammer and whatever the fuck. And how do we target a chick who's going to mesh with you, the 40-something-year-old virgin? Maybe she's kind of a virgin or late bloomer, or like maybe is holding on for God or something like that, waiting to get married, which is like, these are got to be some of your best bets. Like, you can't be too choosy when you're operating from this position. And then we got to bring talking bro back in to be like, also, because nerds love to do this thing where even though they're communicating with someone else who has the exact same interests as them and they should be friends with because they are sharing a mutual interest, they attack them. And they'll be like, oh, well, did you read blah, blah, blah? And this isn't something that nerds just do to chicks. They'll do it to anyone who they think is like an outsider or a poser. And it's like, just let this person do, like, and when you're on the date, don't talk down to him. Let this person in. That's where talking bro comes back in. Then we get like a cleaning bro. There's got to be a bro that like shapes this dude up. Let's get him some nice hair. A fucking good shape up. Get him a good fucking haircut. Clean up the fucking beard. Give him like the fucking lines and everything. Put a clean t-shirt on him. Hit him with the lint roller. One spray of cologne. If maybe put a watch on him. New shoes, like just no stains on anything. Just, we need a guy that just shape this bro up. Then like probably the most impactful and severe and aggressive bro will be gym bro. There's one dude who's got to beat this dude into shape, man. Like, if you want the best chance of getting a 39-year-old virgin out of his rut, we gotta get his body fat percentage down to like 12% body fat and decent amount of muscle mass on him. Get his VO2 max. You want it low, right? You want your VO2 max low. You don't want it high. I can't remember how VO2 max works. We need to get this fucker in shape is what happens. And then that gym bro is also like diet bro. Like he encompasses that whole sector. And that those are non-negotiables. This motherfucker's eating chicken, rice, and broccoli and hating it. And then he's like, I don't want to do it anymore. And then gym bro puts him in like a guillotine and chokes him unconscious. And he's like, ugh. And then he wakes up. He's like, oh, why did you do that? And he's like, eat the fucking chicken and broccoli. You fucking eat the chicken and broccoli right now. That's the kind of, I think that is, that's what we're looking for. That's the kind of shit we're looking for, dude, to get this guy in shape. And then there needs to be like I don't know, maybe like a vertical bro, or like a car bro, or like, maybe it's like a rotating bro. There's a different, each time there's a different bro, gun bro, fucking, Krav Maga bro that comes in, and that's why it's the hetero fist. You got the fucking, you have, what was it, talking bro, targeting bro, cleaning bro, gym bro, and then rotating bro. And so fucking fist, dude, the hetero fist. It's all coming together right now. And that would be, I think, your initial approach to trying to get this dude laid, is these 5 bros come together to shape this motherfucker up. And then if that doesn't work, also hetero queer eye seems like a fucking good idea. That's kind of what those like male boot camps are. Like I think not a good idea for actual thing to actually care about, but a good idea for some trash reality TV. But yeah, the male boot camp's like, oh, we're all gonna go fucking hang out and da-da-da. They're kind of doing just Queer Eye. You're doing like, how do we all get fucking strong and tough, and like, how do we be? It's Queer Eye. It's hetero Queer Eye. That's what you're doing. That's funny. But fuck. I think that, yeah, the point is you would all come together. This is how I envision is the dudes all come together to try and fix this guy up so that we can try and get him pussy one time. And then if it does fail, if the plan can't be executed and this person is truly unfuckable under all natural circumstances, even with a crack team of bros trying to make him the most fuckable version of himself as humanly possible, then you go currency. You gotta purchase. And that at least might give him a little bit of confidence so that he can go out and fuck for other reasons and stuff too. So like, I think, yeah, you purchase, you go to purchase, and then you make a trip out of it. It doesn't need to be, he just goes to some place and it's like kind of not that memorable of an experience. This guy's losing his virginity at 39. Let's get everyone together, get all the boys together. We're all going to fucking launch it down to, Colombia. Let's say a Colombia trip. We go party. There's all these fucking chicks around and shit. He goes, grabs one of these ladies of the evening, lady of the evening, not of the night. You don't want a night one. You want an evening one, like a little bit more respectable. Maybe it's a few extra pesos, but go for the evening one. Don't go straight to night. It's his first time. And then he gets the one where it's not just like straight up bang and go. Like from what I've heard, I've never actually done this, but this is what I've heard, guys, is that you can like kind of rent him for the trip. And then you're kind of, or at least for a few days. So he's getting more of an experience, like a girlfriend experience. Like he's hanging out, they're holding hands, they eat dinner together, and then he gets his rocks off. That's a nicer way to do it, man. And I think and then the boys come on the trip, and then when that happens, yay! And it's also, the trip is like centered around a central theme, a central goal. Sometimes you go on a trip and you have like some excursions and shit, and you're like, do I even want to do this? Do I want to go zip lining? It's like, I don't know if I give a fuck about zip lining or like fucking, I don't know, cave diving or whatever the fuck we're gonna go do. This is kind of just junk to fill the time while we're out here, where the central theme of trying to get your boy's dick wet in a giner for the first time, even if it's through the means of currency, that brings the team together better. That's a Hangover type. That's kind of a movie. It is kind of a movie. 40-Year-Old Virgin meets Hangover thrown together. We're kind of we write a lot of scripts on this podcast. That one I might have to actually pitch. That movie actually sounds pretty sick. Like all the dudes come together and like maybe they go a little too fancy and then they end up in some sort of like hostage situation. One dude's a ruthless virgin, never been touched, can't get pussy. The guys are like, yo, let's try and spruce him up. No, it's like, dude, we can't. He's unspruceable. Now, I think you skip the whole. If the movie just needs to be about taking a dude down to Colombia to fucking get his rocks off. Things go awry. He needs to get his. And then does he fuck by the end of the movie? Let's hope so. Let's hope that somehow he gets his pussy wet. But things go crazy. Drug trafficking. Someone goes missing. Kidney stolen. A guy needs to lose his kidney in the movie. It's like, yeah, we'll bring it's like The Hangover meets 40-Year-Old Virgin. Oh. I like it. Okay. Oh, fuck. What else? Oh, yeah. Okay. And so I think very few, it's like this lady seems like she's sort of content with carrying out the rest of her life sans cock. Like if she never sees a wang, I'm sure she's Googled it, but if she never encounters one her entire life, it seems like she's pretty all right with it, which is like, you know what, good for her. Everyone has the reason of why they like to do something, and if she has zero motivation for it, I think she could get it though. Like I don't think she could get Brad Pitt, but I think she could get someone. I think she could get someone out there to really take some sort of interest in her, you know, and at least give her a smooch, man, a smooch. Maybe she's got bad breath. I don't know. Never got a smooch, but I think dudes, pussyless dudes, they kind of go in only a few directions. You have like, I guess one would be crazy and dangerous, like crazy bad. But I think crazy bad would probably still just pay for pussy. But like crazy bad is a weak. They're like, I gotta hurt everyone in my area because I never got pussy. Those dudes do exist. It's upsetting. But then there's like crazy good, which is like Nikola Tesla. Apparently Nikola Tesla never got pussy his whole life. That's a Nikola Tesla fact that maybe you don't know. That's maybe not true, but that's what I heard. I heard that he never got pussy his whole life, that he was just thinking about like radios all the time. And that's like crazy good. Like the dude was fucking bonkers. Apparently he like got visions in the sky of like radios and it's like, I gotta imagine the radio doesn't exist. Imagine teleporter. Teleporter doesn't exist. And you're a virgin and you like talk to pigeons, which apparently he did too. And you just get a vision. You're like, I'm going to make the teleporter. And someone's like, do you want pussy? And he's like, I'm fucking way too busy, dude. I just got the craziest vision about how I'm going to build a teleporter. Good thing he didn't get pussy, because then we might not have some cool shit that he made. If he whatever was like, I guess I'll try it, then he might have just been like, fuck science. Science is so fucking stupid. That's what like, and then the other version of like no pussy is like the monk guy, the guy who like, it's like, you make a vow that you're like, I'll never pussy. I'll never touch pussy. I'll never do pussy. And then you go live in a cave or like up in a monastery up on a hill and stuff. And you probably think sometimes like, why did I fucking do this? Because God damn. God doesn't want you to get pussy, but he put tons of pussy all over the planet. That's fucked up. That's a really shitty thing to do. Not allowed. No one's allowed to have pussy. Can't have pussy. But I'm putting like fire pussy. I'm putting crazy. I'm putting Scarlett Johansson out there. But you're not allowed to get pussy. What the fuck, dude? That's rude. That's rude, dude. All right. Let's see. Are we on fucking... Oh, dude. I think, are we on Ride in Time? Yeah, we're on Ride in Time. Ride in Time. Ride in Time. Okay, so yeah, our first write in was fucking crazy. This dude wrote in and he said, I had a chick shit on my chest once. That's how he opened it. I had a chick shit on my chest once. And I immediately was like, I don't always follow up, but I was like, hey, can you please tell me like what happened? I think I said, I might have said, can you expand on this? Can you explain, please? And he said, I had a kink for it, or at least I thought I did. Pretty crazy. Let's start there. I think I had a kink for it, or at least I thought I did. How do you slip up on that? That seems like something you should have locked in. There's a few things that I'm like certain about myself. And one of them is like, I don't need anyone to ever shit on me, dude. I'm certain there's no skepticism about that. I've seen videos. We've seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup. This guy saw 2 Girls, 1 Cup and he went, huh. He went, ah. Everyone was like sharing that video around going, ugh, disgusting. And he was going, it's not that bad. It's not that nice. It's okay. Like, I think everyone's overreacting a little bit. That was his take on that. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Like, I don't know for sure that 2G 1C got you sparked, but it seems like it seems like 2G 1C would, maybe in the mouth would gross you out, but when it went into the cup, you went, and then you went, oh no, okay. But the cup, at least it going in the cup, got you squirrely, got you a little squirrely. Okay, let's continue. I had a kink for it, at least I thought I did. I went on and found a nasty lady who was down to do it. I drove 2 hours away. See, this is what we were just talking about, like that lady who was a virgin for 39 years. Or is still currently a virgin and 39 years old. And how if you take pussy out of the equation of life, like that monk who lived in the monastery, never saw a woman, what does anything ever happen? Does anything get built? Does anyone accomplish anything? This dude dug on some fucking shady website to find a lady to shit on his chest, got in his car, burned 2 hours of gasoline to get the job done. This is the kind of shit that gets created. Like, if we take pussy off the planet, if dudes just materialize as babies, like, whoa, we got a baby, and then we just raised them, and then eventually we're just like, it's all dudes. Like, maybe I'm cold, so maybe house kind of gets, but house is pretty bare bones. House is like square with like wood and there's like fire in it. There's never a fucking painting ever. Maybe maps. We do maps probably. But like, I don't know, a painting? I don't know if we ever fucking do painting, dude. Painting was first, cave paintings were for pussy. Cave paintings with the guy who did like mammoth with like some tree bark and he took like, I don't know, a blueberry and like squished it on the wall. That was for pussy, dude. He was like, the first people he showed was the chicks. And then all the cave dudes were like, how the fuck did he do that? He's getting so much puss off this. The chicks were like, oh, like whatever. It was cave people, right? And then he was like, pretty good. And then he started getting pussy off of that. That's the only reason we ever fucking touched a stick to a wall and drew a thing. Maps different. No one got pussy off of maps. Map was just like, it's necessity. I think there's some necessities. We probably make shoes. We probably make clothes, but for warmth. Fashion's not a thing. Warmth is a thing. We probably make net. Net is a good one. Spear. We make some hunting shit. I don't even know if we make spear, dude. I don't even know if we make spear. We don't even get to... we might chill on rock. Because there might be enough, like... Rock might get you enough to get enough food. If you're just clonking with rock. The big guys who, like, run around and, like, the mammoths and shit like that. I don't know if we ever do that. We don't have anything... We don't got chicks to feed. We're only feeding dudes. And so it's like, I don't know. But, like, like, a chick's like, I need some meat. And the dudes are like... I don't know. I'm fine with like these shrubs or whatever. I'll eat some shrubs today. I don't know if anything ever gets done. But this is back to the point, this guy, he put in an insane amount of effort to get his chest shit on. We ate a big dinner. She said it would push it out of her, and it sure did. Crying, laughing emoji. The one that's sideways, like, ah. We ate a big dinner. Dude, he's watching her just scarf the food down, and he's like, yes. Yes. That is, okay, that is probably the best, if you like to get pooped on, the best bang for your buck you're going to get out of buying a chick dinner. That is, it doesn't get any better than that. Because, like, you buy a chick dinner and you go, oh, maybe it'll turn into pussy. But it's like, I'm buying the product that's coming out of the back, dude. It's all mine. It's what I eat is mine. It's fuel, and then that's mine, too. Oh, that's the best bang for your buck, dude. That's the best bang for your buck. It's undeniable. Undeniable best bang for your buck. Holy shit. I gotta write that one down. That one might turn into a bit. That one might hit the stage. We got a hotel and went straight to the shower, so the poor cleaning ladies didn't have to wash it. Yeah, okay, he's a considerate human being. Yeah, you don't do that in the bed. Oh, like, you get shit in the bed and there's shit all over that's a fucking horror show. No, dude. You get shit on in the shower, in the tub. Hopefully it's not like a small standing shower. You're like fucking curled up. Your knees are in your chest. She's shitting on you. Yeah, we went straight to those, so the poor ladies didn't have to wash it. It smelled pretty bad, to be honest. Fucking Paco, zoom in. Okay, you can zoom out now. What did you? It smelled pretty bad, to be honest. It's shit, dude. That's its like one of its only defining qualities. Smells. It's probably its most well-known defining quality. It's like smells bad, is brown, log shaped, but like it's its best identifier. You can look at, like, you could see a brown log and be like, is that chocolate or is that a shit? And then through smell, you go, shit. That's confirmed shit. Shit is the smell is how you know it's shit, dude. Oh my God. It smelled pretty bad, to be honest. It wasn't what I was expecting. I think I just watched too much porn as a kid. Lol. What kind of porn were you watching as a child, dude? Who let you consume scat porn as a young person? Who did this to you? Who let you do this, dude? That's what's concerning. That's what's concerning about this whole thing. You can't just fucking be watching scat porn. As a kid? Like, you kind of got to dig that up. Do they even have poop porn on like the hub? Do they even got that there? You know what though? Like what I was saying about the 2 girls 1 cup and stuff before, that might have just been like you get sent this thing as someone sending it to you to like gross you out, and then it activated you, and it was so you're like, fuck. He probably doesn't love that that's his thing. He was probably driving, like, and he was like excited, but then there's probably moments where it clicked into his head where he's like, what the fuck am I doing? Who am I, bro? I'm driving 2 hours to get shit on by some chick. And then he's already 40 minutes into the ride. He's like, well, I'm not turning around. I'm committed, dude. I'm committed to get the poop. And now you know. Now that's washed off of you. Quite literally. You know that you don't like to be shit on. And you'll never have to get shit on again. I don't think, do we have time for another write-in? We're running out of time. I have to reset the camera every single time, every like 30 minutes or 29 minutes and 59 seconds. So we don't really have time for another write-in. We're going to have to cut these ones. They're both going to be like 58 seconds or 58 seconds, 58, 57, 55 minutes, these ones. just to fucking keep it clean. We'll do the rest of the write-ins on the extra ep, guys. But guys, that's another episode of Dark Holes. I feel like we're cooking pretty good on this one. I hope that everything comes out great. I think it will. Remember, if you guys want more Dark Holes content, go to Gas Digital. The Gas Digital networks where everything is now. You can use offer code Che to get an extra episode. We do the premieres all at the same time. You can get it all over there, guys. All right. We'll catch you next time. I love you. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the Gas Digital network for another. I guess this is fucking like road app, like a different style app. All right. Bye.